at Real Art Tacoma with Hidden in Plain Sight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me.
Thank you for doing this interview. Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about, first off, coming together with Live It Out Loud. Who has been doing Live It Out Loud here the longest?
This guy.
How long have you been doing it?
2 years now.
2 years. Okay,
He's the only one who's done it before.
So all of you guys are first year beyond that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what has that experience been like for you guys then at this point for first year, and then having someone who has been here for another year, so kind of knows what's been going on? How has it been for you guys?
Well, he only joined the band like last week. So so it's pretty much just been us and a drummer who's also like a 10-year-old who's also he's really good. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice.
he's also his first year. He has a lot of energy. So it's been really hectic, like not just scheduling rehearsals, but figure out what songs to play. Putting together band stuff. Like even the name took a little while.
Really? And
yeah.
it's fun because with the name Hidden in Plain Sight, it feels like you guys were just searching for it, and then it's like, boom, it's right there.
Yeah, it was Eddie. She came out with the name, and she also wrote our original.
Nice.
I did that.
That is awesome. And so, you'll be playing the original at McMiniman's. Did you do all of the parts? Like, how did you guys collaborate together when it comes down to creating that song?
The original?
Yeah.
Well, since it was my song, I mostly just sung the melody that I had the idea for, and then they started to put music behind it.
Nice.
Yep.
And we just kind of had to figure it out from there. We had some ideas for parts, and we put it together.
You did talk about how it's been a little bit of a hectic experience going through with all of this.
Very.
Definitely.
Now, is it just because, like you talked about with like practicing and stuff like that, it's just that short amount of time of like trying to get it all together and then just figuring out everyone's vibe? Like, how did it go with that?
I mean,
Yeah.
but not just that. We didn't have a bass player for a majority of...
Yeah, he basically ghosted us for a few weeks
Oh,
and then
no.
left the program.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
really hectic without him there because we didn't have any fun
That's
to play
part of your
bass.
rhythm
Yeah.
section. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's a really important part when it comes down to that.
Yeah, so we're like Jonathan's been a big help. Like
Yeah.
even the few rehearsals he's been to, it's been really nice.
And that's got to be interesting too. Also, just coming into the band, coming into being a part of it at this point in time. How has that experience been for you? Coming into people who have already kind of come together and been a part of a band, and then now being that last final member.
Well, I'm just happy to help wherever I can. I've been trying to keep more of a hands-off approach because it's really their band and I'm only just stepping in.
And what advice have you been able to give them at any point through this aspect? Because through this has been chaotic, but even just the whole collaborative effort, have you been able to impart any wisdom to them?
Well, I'm really impressed with these guys because they've been through a lot and they're still doing it.
And that's a big part about it too, and it's about part of being in any sort of band. You're going to have your trials and tribulations, and it's that you still got to push through, and you still got to make it, go out there and put on that show. So super excited for you guys on that aspect too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Plus we've been progressing really well for each show. Like our first one, chaotic. It was just me and Haley.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
The rest of
Just
the
going
band
with the
couldn't show up.
two-piece on that.
I was fully
Yeah.
prepared, but then I got COVID.
Yeah.
Oh
And our drummer
no!
was in
And our-
Idaho.
Yeah, our drummer had conflicts with our trip, and I had COVID, so it was just those two.
Yeah, and that was hectic.
Yeah.
We still did pretty well.
I mean, we did what we could.
Well, and that's what you do. You go out there and you show people what you've got, and that's the biggest part about doing all of this is you making sure that you have fun, even if it is a little bit stressful. But you want to make sure you have fun out there and show everyone a good time because people come out to see you, and you want to make sure and show them everything you've got, even if it is just the two people at that time.
Yeah.
What do you feel the influences that you've had in terms of however you've grown up listening to either music or anything beyond just music, anything that has kind of brought to the band?
For me, it would be my love for like AC/DC and pretty much just like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, all those kind of bands. Also, I bring a little bit of Nirvana into.
Nice.
That's fun. And while Ozzy Osbourne, I play. I play a lot of Black Sabbath too. So
Nice.
I try bringing that in. I don't know. The original doesn't really show that. It shows a lot more like I took a lot more from Brain Stew on a Green Day.
Okay.
So,
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
My inspirations fall more into my writing than my music style. But how I got into music, like one of my biggest inspirations is probably, I guess, my dad. He actually introduced me to a lot of the music that I listened to.
Wow. Nice.
And a lot of the stuff that I listened to when I was a kid, because my parents, they grew up in the 80s, and so they listened to like AC/DC and like other stuff, some of the stuff that you listed.
Yeah.
They would listen to. But my writing, I get a lot of inspiration from other artists in my writing style. But when it comes to genre, I just like to experiment with stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. Don't pin yourself down to anything and just kind of throw it out there, however which way the brain feels like at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely Pat Benatar.
Nice.
I have grown up listening to her like in my dad's truck, so definitely.
So that'll definitely be that vibe when you push it out there too, because everyone that you've stated have amazing stage presences, and they want everyone to feel what they're putting out there in their music, and that's really the super exciting part when it comes when it comes down to performing at like a McMinimans or any of the stage shows when you're going out there.
Yeah. It's definitely an experience. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to see Hidden in Plain Sight at McMinimans. Very excited to hear your original, and best of luck when you guys go out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.